Okay, so you may want to know, how do you win a 1v1, alright? So to win a 1v1, first of all, you need to be good at the stand you're using. I suck with Shaman, so I'm going to switch stands. Let's go to King Crimson. Now, once you have a stand that you're good at using, what you're going to need is something that can beat time stop. Something that can get you away from the time stop, or just able to avoid damage, as much damage as possible, right? Now, what most people do is they just block, right? Now, you can let go of your block if they try to block break you. That's problematic because now they can hit you. They can just hit you without you blocking. So, the whole blocking thing, it really doesn't do much. It doesn't do as much as it should. It's better to have a stand that can beat time stop. It's better to have someone with time stop movement so you can time your jump better, or move backwards at least, so that the person can't get as much damage. Something. Now with King Crimson, you have your time erase. Obviously, you just use your time erase right before the time stop. It's amazing. Now, second is just next, whatever. You're gonna need something with a good combo, right? Like Crimson, it's great with combo because you do this to somebody, and it's really annoying. Yeah, look at that. Look at his health already. Look at his health. Now, obviously, that donut is not true. Obviously, you don't gotta use the donut there. Yeah. So, next of all, you're gonna want something with a heal. Now, you don't need something with a heal, but it's really nice to have heals, man. It's really nice. Like Tusk has heals. Those are great. This is a pretty good stand. Tusk and the World we're having are pretty good stands for 1v1s because they have time stop movement and they have heals. And then Tusk has a beatdown and a awakening. Alright. Now, if you can get your hands on a time stop stand, that's really nice because time stop stands are amazing. Why are time stop stands amazing? Because you can time stop. Now, in a time stop, what should you do? You see, it depends on your stand. Different stands should do different things. For instance, the World, the World, you can do whatever you want as long as at the end you use either a donut or barrage. So what I like to do, knives, if they would like to actually go in the direction I'm trying to, and then you just gotta make sure you do that donut at the end. The problem is the donut is neutral, right? So that kind of sucks. But if you can't, but if the other person is dumb enough, it'll work. But yeah, if the other person is dumb enough, it will work. So that's why, if they're smart, if you're playing against a smart player, you're just gonna want a barrage and continue a combo or something. But yeah, another good thing about the World is he has his Road Roller. Time Stopper stands that have 2 different time stop type moves, which is great, you know. Like the World Alternate Universe, amazing. Now the only reason that having a second time stop move is good is because it puts the other person's global cooldown. Alright? That's the only reason. Now, what it should be is they should count as like grabs or beatdowns, because in reality they're not really an actual time stop. It's more of a grab or a beatdown kind of thing. Like Star Platinum. Oh yeah, a YouTuber talked about this, I believe. I forgot which one, but I know there's like a bunch of different AUTs, and I barely watch them. You know. I heard one say something about it, where basically Star Platinum, he has his tandem move, which does more damage than Road Roller. Yeah, Road Roller puts you on the time stop cooldown, and they both function the same. They both put somebody in one spot and do damage, which is really how the cooldown should be. It should be what the move actually does rather than what the move looks like. Yeah, it might look like a time stop. That's literally just the graphics, you know. That's literally just what the thing looks like. That's just the animations and stuff, right? But this, you have beatdown, and it works the same and does better damage, but it doesn't put you on a time stop cooldown. So yeah, it's actually very problematic, you know. Like, they gotta fix that. Hopefully they fix that in the Halloween update that's never gonna come out. They're probably gonna change it to like a fall update because, you know, it's fall or whatever. Another thing is, yeah, you're actually this stand, I like it. This is actually a pretty good stand for things. The counter for time stop on this one, either you could just like walk back and try to block or something. But what I like to do is I like to get somebody in this. If they time stop and I use that, they kind of get stuck there for a second and they don't get as much damage. It's a lot more helpful than you'd think. Now the next thing is, oh yeah, stands that here's a stand not to use unless you're like actually good at the game. Now if you suck, don't use this. If you're good, if you're really good at the game, go ahead, use it. I really don't care. This is for people who kind of suck, not really, but whatever. The thing about this stand is when you're fighting players, not dummies. Dummies are fine always, but when you're fighting players, the slightest bit of like milliseconds of lag can completely change everything because for some reason the hitboxes like they just won't hit sometimes. Like even this move, there's times where that doesn't hit on players when you physically hit them. Now, the thing about this stand is the stuns are kind of a little bit weak. I don't know. I feel like the stuns aren't enough. They need to be ever so slightly longer, like ever so slightly longer. But this thing needs a damage reduction in it. Like, me personally, like I get it if you want to have like, how the hell did that not hit? Hold on, how the hell did that not hit? All right, but I get it if you want like a thing with high damage or whatever. But like, come on, man! Like, you know that's too much. Like, I myself don't like it when stands have like high damage but no moves, basically, because I prefer having no damage and lots of moves. That's why Shadow of the World is really fun because it doesn't do that much damage individually, but it has lots of moves that you can play around with. Because that's just more fun. To me, it's not really like the whole moves thing. It's not as much about balance as it is about just having fun in the game. It's a lot more fun if you just have less damage and more moves, honestly. But I guess having one thing that has lots of damage is not so bad, whatever. The thing is, this doesn't even at least have a time stop. I feel like if they did make a time stop for this stand specifically, though, they'd have to do a damage reduction like by 70%, because someone's gonna kill you easily with that. Oh god, all complete damage is gonna be crazy. Someone got a time stop with this. It just amazes me that Deals the World and JoJo Star Platinum are the only stands that should have a time stop that don't. But you know, whatever. FCWR, I like this stand. This is also nice because, well, it has a time stop. Having a time stop is really overpowered, you know, because you can stop time. Now, another thing is, yeah, having time stops and stuff, that's cool and all. This, I guess the counter for time stop would literally just be this. Hold this down, because when the person gets close, you can do that. Next thing, beatdowns. They're useful, trust me. A lot better than you think. Star Platinum of the World is probably one of the best stands because of it. As well, Tusk is also really good because it has a beatdown and awakening, and it has time stop movement, just like Star Platinum of the World. They're literally like the same thing. I like Tusk though because it has lots of moves. But I'm gonna showcase Star Platinum of the World. Star Platinum of the World, really great because your time stop's pretty overpowered. If someone's blocking, you just do that. And now you end it with a barrage. But you know, the knockback happens sometimes. So just don't do the 4th M1. Just don't do the 4th M1. Learn a little bit from me. Don't do that 4th M1 in time stop. Yeah, I also like that you've got the arm crush move where it just goes behind you. But yeah, if you ever do want to land, like if you want to land your beatdown, I'll show you in a second. Ayo, Jesus is stuck in the mailbox. No, Jesus, get out of there. I hate that the teleport will get me stuck in the ground sometimes. But whatever. What am I gonna do about it? I'm not coding the game. Whenever you want to land a beatdown, literally just do 3 clicks. It'll usually get it for you, unless the other person's like lagging like crazy. Yeah. The beatdown needs a much longer cooldown. It either needs a much longer cooldown or a damage reduction. Because honestly, I'm not dealing with that. Because I get hit by beatdowns constantly whenever I'm fighting stuff out in the world. Like look at that. The move just ended and it's already at half the cooldown. What the hell? The cooldown is so small. Look at that thing. It needs to be longer. But yeah, that's why this is OP. It has that beatdown with no cooldown basically. It just keeps going down. Alright, now you got things with double time stops like this. I think I said it earlier. Double time stops, they're good because they put the other person on cooldown, but they suck because in reality, it's kind of dumb that it's putting your time stop on cooldown since it's technically like more like a beatdown than it is a double time stop. So things like this cutscene. Dude, this cutscene is basically like a beatdown. I can't hit you during the time stop. I can't hit you unless I was like hacking or something. I can't do anything. The only thing that can happen are the moves that are happening in the stop. Just like how I demonstrated with the world and Star Platinum earlier. But yeah. So just to summarize, all you need is a way to beat time stop, combos. It has to be something you're decently good with, and heals and a beatdown are pretty nice, but you don't really need them. Yeah, but the most important thing is just find a way to beat time stop, and learn the combos. That's all. That's all. I just wanted to showcase a couple different stands and talk about their flaws and what's good about them, things like that. But yeah, see ya.